Doing? My name is Drew, and welcome to our Hangout tonight. I'd like to welcome everyone from all over the world. I'm here in Canada, beautiful Canada, Ontario, and I'm going to start off with my story tonight. And we also have three other speakers tonight who I'm going to introduce to you guys a little later on in this Hangout here. So I'm just going to share my screen with you guys so you can see this here. Just give me 1 second. All right there, I hope you can see my screen. We've got Jeremy, you're on my screen here, my share screen. All right, can one of you guys see the comments section? Because I'm sharing my screen and Jeremy is on my screen here. Let's try this again, one more time. Okay, there we go. I think you guys can see this now. Can you see my, I've got a little folder here. Can you guys see that in the share screen? Jeremy, can you hear me? Yeah, it's all good? Okay, cool stuff. Okay, so I'm going to share with you guys my story here. Where did Drew start? Where did he begin? This was my beginnings, guys. This was before I was a full-time online marketer, and this is where I used to live. See this little window down here? This was actually my basement apartment. I own this house. But get this, Drew actually went bankrupt. Yes, I went bankrupt. It's true. I used to live down here and rent out the upstairs of my house because I could not afford the mortgage on this house. Very, very sad. I don't know if you guys are going through the same situation right now, maybe even that I went through, back in 2010. This was 2010 that I was living in this little wee basement apartment here. And actually now the room in my house, I'm going to show you my house that I have now that we just purchased. It's actually the same size as the whole basement in my house, my bedroom. So I'm gonna show you guys this because that's one of the things that I'm very, very proud of myself for accomplishing is my house. It was my big first purchase that I bought when I actually started making money online. And this is my house here. It's actually close to 4,000 square feet. So the last house I showed you there, which I started off in, was just under 1,000 square feet. So this is one of my accomplishments with making money online. And the reason why I'm showing you guys this stuff is because I want to show you that this making money online, bringing people into a system, selling to people and stuff like that, it's true. People do make a lot of money online. And yes, I drive a Dodge Caravan, guys, because me and my wife just actually had a kid. And I'm going to show you our family photo. There it is right there. There's our family photo. This is my beautiful wife, Doris. And this is our brand new baby boy right there. And this is my dog that I have. I know you guys have seen a lot of my dog on Facebook. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to get into, how did Drew get started? What was Drew's first breakthrough? This is my first breakthrough here, guys, was I used to sell ClickBank products, okay? And basically what happened with me was I tapped into the right traffic source and things just came together for me. I understood about building funnels and selling online and all that stuff, but my traffic was just not right. And these are my results. I don't know if, I know a lot of you MPA members have seen my results because normally in every sales funnel I have, I show my results way back when I first got started online. Back in 2012 is when I had my breakthrough. I struggled for 2 years, guys, lost 15K in my first 2 years online, and this is my breakthrough here. I made $3,000 in just 9 days. I know you can't really see that, but maybe you can check out this video on YouTube. You can just type in ClickBank Proof Drew, and you can see that video there later on if you like. Okay, so next thing I want to show you here is I want to show you an account that I opened in MPA. Is actually my wife's account, and I want to show you the success that you can have with the proper traffic. It's all about traffic, guys. If you can, break into a traffic source that just absolutely kicks ass, this is the kind of results you can have. So I want to show you this here, okay? This is my wife's account, okay? So it's not me. And I was driving the traffic to my wife's account, okay, just for about a week and a half. I know a lot of MPA members know this, but she's withdrawing about $800 a week out of this account, okay? And I want to show you how much money we started this account with, okay? So look at this. She's got 16 paid referrals under her. She's got 6 free, which is pretty good conversion rates. And she's done over $5,000 in referral commission. And here's the current server date time. So I took this picture today, guys, to show you. So look at this. October 20th, 2015. The registration date in this account was August 18th. Okay, so what is that? That's under, I believe that's under 65 days ago. So It's pretty good. She's withdrawing about $800 a week out of this account. But get this, okay? You're probably thinking, okay, Drew, you put a lot of money into that account. Look at this, guys. This is what we funded this account with, just $100. Okay? So what I'm saying here is, if you can plug into a proper traffic source and get traffic on demand that's proper traffic that is coming from, you know, it's not coming from things like solo ads where people are just blasting their list. You know, every other day they're blasting their list, and you know, you're getting poor traffic, you're getting poor click-throughs and all that stuff. You want proper traffic source, guys. That's what really, really helps you out here. Okay, proper traffic source. And then the next thing you need to do, which after you make sales and after you, you know, start making money online, once you tap into a proper traffic source, then the next thing that you have to work on is you have to work on branding yourself as a marketer. That's the next step here, is branding yourself as a marketer, showing people the results, proving to people that, hey, this is serious stuff. You can make money online. It's an awesome, awesome feeling to build a full-time income online. If you guys look at this, my Facebook page is on fire. Now, I know it feels like I'm kind of bragging here and I'm kind of just pushing like, oh, you know, look at this, look at this, look at this. But that's what I want to do. I want to come across to people here, and I think we all want to come across as, you need proper traffic, you need proper results to produce the results you want, okay? You need people connecting with you every single day, looking to buy what you're selling. So you guys can look at this here. You know, basically every 10 minutes there's someone messaging me on Facebook that is interested in making money online, or that is an online marketer. So that's very, very important. So that's it, guys. That's basically my background story, and I want to share that with you because I've never really done that. I've never shared that with you or anyone actually online before. I think I've only done about one video. I'm going to switch back over to my screen here. And how do we do this? I think we just click on cancel. Is that right? Can you guys see me again? You can see me? Perfect. All right, so that was my story, guys. I want to introduce to you now our next guy who's going to set your socks on fire here. His name is Coach Darren. If you want to take it away, Coach Darren, let's hear your background story and stuff.
Hey, what's going on, Drew, and everybody on the panel? It's great to be with you guys, and everybody that's watching. I don't know where you're watching from, but any part of the world that you live in, the state of the economy right now is not great. I mean, let's face it, it's not great, guys. I was looking at an old television show the other night, and I'm quite sure everybody probably seen the reruns of this show. I Love Lucy, old television show, favorite. And if you don't know, Lucy was a stay-at-home mom, okay? And even before she had little Ricky, that was the name of the child, Lucy stayed at home. She had a few jobs here and there that she tried, but she was pretty much a stay-at-home wife, stay-at-home mom. When Ricky, her husband, came in through the door, he used to say, "Lucy, I'm home." Well, folks, those days is over. Lucy's at work, okay? We have people out here, folks, struggling in this economy. And I don't know why you came in the MPA. Only you know the reason that you came in the MPA. And I'm not a mind reader, but I do know one thing. We all came in MPA to make some additional income. All right? That's the number one reason. You see, guys, bills are not going to stop. Life, necessities is not going to stop. So what we have to do, we have to compact that by creating more income for ourselves. Little quick thing about my history. Born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, growing up in a very tough area in the projects of Brooklyn, New York. I went to school to study environmental health and safety, did a stint in the Army, and folks started working in environmental health and safety, which is a good field. Made good money at my job, but I was smart enough to know that the job was not going to take me where I wanted to go. I've been in this industry for about 10 years now, full-time for about 4 years, because it came a day where I had to say to myself, I have to go all in, and I will never look back, guys. I have the blessings upon me to work in my home, do what I want to do, go where I want to go, when I want to go, and I don't have to answer up to anybody. And MPA is here to give all of us that additional income that we need to make it in this tough economy, guys. We are here to help you, and we're going to show you something today that is going to blow your socks off, as Jeremy Rush likes to say. And we're going to share with you how, folks, you can change your life. But it all starts with the mindset. We hear this so much, but it's true. It starts with the mindset. Because we are groomed from birth. We are groomed. Do good in school, get a great education, go out and get a great paying job. Okay? You're not taught how to be an entrepreneur. We are groomed to go out and get a great job. I'm not knocking jobs. I'm not knocking education. We all want our children to have a great education. But what I'm trying to tell you, folks, is create that plan B. If that's your plan A, create that plan B. Working at home is real. Drew just shared his story. Powerful. Working at home is real, guys. One thing I want to add to Drew's story, Drew and his lovely wife just had a baby. Guess what? They're both able to be home with their child. That is powerful. No child care bills, man. No child care, no daycare centers. No having to drop them off with a family member. Folks, working at home is real, and we want you, the My Paying Ads members, we want you to take your business to the next level. Now, let's not mistake who this is for. What we're going to show you today is not just for somebody that doesn't have success at sponsoring. I don't care if you are the king of sponsoring or the queen of sponsoring. This is for you as well. Jeremy and Drew are killing this on the sponsoring side of the house. I'm having great success sponsoring. This is for us as well. So this is for everybody, every paid member in My Paying Ads. I want you to think about your favorite department store that doesn't really need new customers. Every time you go to that store, it's packed, jam-packed. But if somebody shared with them a way how to get additional customers, will they turn that down? Of course not. So this is for everybody, guys. And the next guy that's coming up is my sponsor in this business. He is the top earner in MPA. And he's going to take it away right now, Mr. James Myers. Go ahead, James.
Hey, Darren. Hey, everybody. Thank you, Darren, for that nice story and everything. A lot of people might know me as Join Jamie. I make daily video blogs on my YouTube channel. And, gosh, what's my story? I've always been rich. No problems ever. No, no I'm actually a retired real estate appraiser. I was a real estate appraiser in Ohio for 10 years. And then when the housing market crashed in 2008, I was forced out. I was forced out of the industry. And fortunately, that chapter had closed in my life. I was ready to retire at that point. And then after the fact, I got into transportation. I drove for the airport, did that till I got burned out after a year. And at the same time, I was an appraiser, and to present day, I always worked online as kind of like a hobby. And then I liked what Darren said. At one point in my life, I'm like, man, I got to go all in. And I love that when he said that, because it's so important. I was making money as a driver after I retired, and then at the same time I was making money online. And as soon as I crossed the barrier there, I was all in online. And so to kind of jump to where we are now, I joined My Paying Ads right out of the gate. If you guys are part of the Facebook group or follow, I think there's two groups online for My Paying Ads. There's a promotional group and then a regular group. You know, the admin's very transparent. He's trusted, and if I want to say the rev share has been online for a little over 7 months. And so what I loved about it right off the bat was the business model. And not to get super specific about it, but when I saw what the admin put together as far as the business model, I knew right off the bat he got it right. because there's a rev share popping up every 5 minutes, and a lot of times they fail after so long. But in this particular case, I saw how he structured the business model. Everyone has to start at the same place and build through it. And obviously, the money's in referring. On top of the advertising you're buying, where you can cross-promote out of that rev share, you can promote anything you want. You're always going to generate revenue quicker while you're compounding your advertising credits if you bring in referring. You bring in referrals, that sort of thing. So that's kind of where we're leading today. I wrote some quick notes here before I introduce our lead speaker. One thing I found out online, I've been all in online for a few weeks, maybe 2-3 years, and there's a few key components you really need to be successful online. Okay, the first is aligning yourself with the right people, the right programs, and then the right systems. Okay, and that's half the battle right there. Okay, because systems come and go, people come and go, and then it's just a matter, and Darren touched on this, and I know Drew touched on this as well. It's just a matter of building an online presence in order to brand yourself in that effort to promote whatever program or system, or people join people is the bottom line. But the people that you join better darn right be in the right programs, because we all know they can fail at any time. There's obviously risk in everything we do. That goes without saying. So to kind of lead up to where I'm going here, I've been a fan of this next guy for longer than I think he knows. I've been familiar with Jeremy Rush's work for a long time. He's got tons of tools out there, software tool suites, you name it. This guy has developed it. He's got a huge following. He's got his own YouTube channels. And I've been a fan of Jeremy Rush's for a long, long time. And I'm just ecstatic to be a part of this panel of people we got here today. So this is my suggestion to you guys out there. Listen carefully. Turn off all distractions, because this is high-level stuff, okay, we're about to get into. So just take notes, grab a piece of paper. I've done this in Jeremy's previous webinars. So I'm like, what the heck? I'm writing this stuff down, and then I'll go back and rewatch them over and over again. My suggestion is take your time, let it soak in, let Jeremy do his thing, because he's very thorough. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment, and then we'll try to get to them at the very end. There's not a bad question, okay? There's no such thing as a bad question. Ask, and you shall be answered, okay? So without further ado, I'm going to hand it off to Jeremy Rush. He's the owner, creator of ZooCool and many other programs, and then he's going to introduce what we're talking about today. So with that, I'll pass it off to you, Jeremy.
Thank you, sir. I can't tell you how excited I am to be on the panel with these guys here. I think these guys have been a bit humble towards themselves, because you're looking at some fantastic leaders. I've seen their accounts, okay, in MPA, and I will say they do blow your socks off, So I think they're being really humble here. So anyway, let me ask you this. I've got my lovely little whiteboard. For any of those that know me, I love a whiteboard. But let me just tell you about who I am and where I come from, okay? Well, I started life out when I left school, working in a factory, sorting out dirty washing. Hated that job. I then went on to college to be a plumber, and I spent the next 30 years being a plumber. I built up a very successful business as a plumber. I got involved with my partners that I have today. I've got a programmer as a head programmer as my partner. I've got another partner in Israel. He does all the stuff that I don't want to deal with. His name is Michael. As I say, Danny's our head programmer. We have a team of programmers that work for us full time. Okay, we don't outsource anything. Everything we do, we build in house. And what I love about Danny is I say to him, Danny, could we do this? And he says, keep asking me if we can do it. He said, of course we can do it. If you can talk it, I can do it. So that's what I love, okay? So I started out really online in 2004. I built my first website, and I sold that website. And then as I went on to just keep developing stuff for other companies. So then I thought to myself, well, you know, I don't want to be putting my hands down toilets and standing, looking up underneath bathrooms and things like that. So I thought I'm going to give up the offline world and I'm going to go online full time. So that's what I did. And I started then developing for other internet marketing companies, you know, and I will say that some of them are not really been that good companies. They wanted a digital product to make their Ponzi or whatever it is they may have to come into compliance, and I got fed up with all that rubbish, and so I thought, well, why don't I just do it myself? Why don't I just, I've got the perfect team behind me, why don't I make my own platforms? And that's what I did. Okay, so that's where Zookle was born. But we're not talking about Zookle tonight. We're talking about guaranteed signups. Yes, you heard me right, guaranteed signups. Now I want to show you something. Okay, hopefully you can see this. I'm going to draw these two little matchstick men or women. Okay, I'm going to give you a bit of hair, a couple of ears, lovely smiles. Now I'm going to keep this one bald. That keeps in with me and with Darren there. Now I'm going to draw a line down here. In actual fact, I'm going to give him a hair. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that bit of line there. I'm going to draw two little aeroplanes. Not brilliant aeroplanes, I admit, but they're aeroplanes. Now, if I said to you, both of these aeroplanes, I want to meet you here in London, and I don't know where you are in the world, and I say to you, on this side, I'm going to give you the keys to your aeroplane, and I'll see you in London. On this side, it's exactly the same. These two aeroplanes are identical, okay? They're identical. You know, they've both got wings, they've both got propellers and all that sort of stuff. But these ones have got the pilots. This one over here has got the pilots, got the cabin crew, everything. It's got all the first class champagne. Everything you want is on this side here. The one with a hash on. This is the side I'm on. This is the side Drew's on. This is the side James is on. And this is where Darren is, okay? You at the moment, I'm saying to you, we're all going to be in London because we're going to have one hell of a party. We'll see you there. You can have this aeroplane with a wing. It's got the same stuff, but you can have the keys. I bet you ain't even going to get it off the ground. You ain't even going to get down the end of the runway without killing yourself, okay? So in this business, what you don't want to be doing is doing things on your own, okay? If I go on holiday, or you say in your side of the water, you go on vacation, you know, and you get on an aeroplane, you want the pilot to fly. You don't want to know how he flies it there. You don't want to know how that aeroplane works, but you want to know when you get on there, when you get off the other end, you can get your pina colada out, put your sun hat on, go and sit on the beach. That's all you're interested in. You don't care how it works and how it gets you there, as long as it gets you there in safety and you enjoy yourself while you're sitting on in-flight movie and all that sort of stuff, okay? So the online business is exactly the same. You don't do things on your own, unless you're complete and utter crazy. So now I'll ask you this. Here's these two people again, and one of these is you, okay? So I'm going to put there you. And this one is me. Now, if I said to you, what number would you like? Would you like 100% or would you like 10%? I bet you're going to tell me you'd like 100%. But let me, I haven't finished the equation yet, because what I'm going to do now is I need to finish the equation. Hopefully you can see that. So I'm going to give you 100% of $1, but I'm going to give you 10% of $100,000. Now what number do you want? Do you want 100% of $1, or do you want 10% or $10,000? I bet you want the 10% now, see? So don't make any presumptions about a number, okay? Now, bear with me, because you'll see where I'm going with this. Now, when you work on the internet, you can either be yourself here, just you, or MPA guaranteed signups. Now you can stay this side, you can do everything on your own. You can copy and follow and you can duplicate. So I don't need anybody else to help me because I can do it all on my own. But the clever people come over this side Because what we do is we get them their first 3 people. So now this person here has got his 3 people underneath him. And he hasn't really had to do a lot. All he has to do is promote one link. And I'm going to show you some stuff. I'm going to share my screen in a minute with you, but I think it's going to blow your socks off to how we're going to do this. What's the difference about these 2 people? Well, this one here, I don't know whether we can see that. I'm going to take away the me, unless I push this up a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to put, let's get rid of me. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put traffic. In the internet marketing world, internet traffic means you're getting visitors. It's a bit like having your shop on, I can only think of Oxford Street or downtown New York, you know, whatever the busy streets are. You need the customers walking past your shop window. And that's what you need on the internet. You need customers walking past your shop window, but they're called, you know, they're visitors to your web pages or your referral link or whatever. So this, we have on this side a traffic center that's going to feed your business and get you your first 3 people. But these 3 people have come through this traffic center. So by default, what do they want? You got it. They want their first 3 people. So I'll draw them like them octopuses, if you like. So these 3 people were already in your business, but by default, you've got another 9 people that have joined your business. So now you've got the 3 plus the 9. And these 9 people, how did they come into the business? You got it. They came through the traffic centre. So what do they want? They want their first 3 people. So there's all these little dots. I'm not going to draw how many that is. So now you've got 27 people in your business. And this keeps going on and on and on and on. It don't stop. This keeps going because by default, these people join a business. I mean, you think if you join a business today and you're an excellent recruiter like these guys on the panel here, their business just keeps getting bigger and bigger because they know how to recruit. Well, wouldn't you like to be able to sit down and say, guys, you 3 guys, can you go and get me my first 3 people? And then when they join me, can you get them their 3 people? And can you get them their 3 people? Your business will be like theirs. It won't be like this, where you're struggling and you've got to go and ask your auntie, your uncle, your mum, your dad, your sister, the bloke up the road, the next door neighbour, every person you know on Facebook. And in the end, they go, oh my God, it's Jeremy again. He's trying to sell us that online business. You don't have to do none of that. You don't even have to know the people that we're going to get you, because these people are going to come through a system that we've built that's going to bring you in loads and loads of guaranteed sign-ups. Okay, and you can have as many as you want. You can have 3, you can have 6, you can have 9. Or you can say, I just want 3. And then I'm going to help these people to show them how to get their 3. But you don't even have to do that, because the traffic centre does it for you as well. So how do we get the traffic? Because it's all very well me sitting here saying, ah, yeah, the traffic centre, Jeremy, but what have I got to do? Well, I'll tell you what you've got to do, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to call this here MPA traffic. Okay, and I'll put a C there for centre. Now, what we do is we have a Facebook tool that goes out and gets us loads of traffic. We have a Google Plus tool that goes out and gets us loads of traffic. We have a Twitter tool that goes out and brings us loads of traffic. We have banner advertising that brings us in loads of traffic. We got e-zines. I don't know whether you know what an e-zine is. It's an online magazine, okay? So that's going to bring us in loads of traffic. We got hashtags. It's going to bring us in traffic. We got SEO. That's going to bring us in loads of traffic. We got AdWords. That's going to bring us in loads of traffic. Okay? We got Gmail advertising. That's going to bring us in loads of traffic. I could go on and on and on. You don't have to know how to do any of this. And you know why? Because I know how to do it. You don't have to do it. Oh, I set it all up. All you need to do, there's one thing you need to do. And that is one link. Post that link out on Facebook, post it out on Twitter, tell everybody. You haven't got to tell your brother, your uncle, your auntie, your sister, your Aunt Fanny and Uncle Bill. You haven't got to tell none of them. All you've got to do is go and post that link either on Twitter, in a Facebook group or that. But I'll bring us in that much traffic, it'll blow your socks off. Now let me show you something, what I've been doing for my own members, okay, for my Zookle members. And I thought, when Kevin came to me and said, Jeremy, can you get us traffic for MPA and can you get us sign-ups? I said, you know, is the Pope Catholic? Of course I can. Right. So let me share my screen with you, because when Kevin came to me, I thought, MPA? I know a company that's having a bit of trouble, and they're called Maps. Let me see what I can do. So let me show you my screen. I'm going to take you over to Facebook. Now this is custom audiences. Now what I want you to do is to look down. I'm going to start here. So look, we got the guaranteed sign-ups. Look, this is for my company, Zukel. Basically what we do, I'll explain to you what I do. But look at this. I've got the contact details of 13,700 people that are on Facebook. Okay, that I've dropped a pixel on their computer, and I'll explain that again in a minute. Then I've got another list here for guaranteed sign-ups, and I've got 48,000 people that I know I can market to. So I thought, let me see if I can do what I can find out for Matt. So I put a little page up, okay, and I put there, said, find out the latest information on Maps. No opt-in box, nothing on it. It's just a page. I recopied what they had on their site and I stuck it on a page. 1.9 million people that are in Maps. Do you think I can advertise to them? I bet you I can. And then if I come up here, look, this is for Zukel, guaranteed sign-ups. 309,000. So I need 10,000 people to start with, and then okay, and I can both now and tell you how I do that and why I do it. Let's just say we got MPA guaranteed sign-ups sales page sitting there on the internet for everybody to see. I put a little pixel on there. Okay, now I'm going to say there's Bill. Bill has got a Facebook account. Now, Facebook, anybody that works on the internet has a Facebook account. I think it was 2 months ago, it might even been 3 months, in the UK summertime it was, Facebook announced that there was a billion people on Facebook all on the same day. There's no other social media platform like Facebook. Now, what we do, we put a pixel on here. And old Bill, he sees an ad on Facebook and he says, oh, I like the look of that. I think I'll go over and have a look. So what does Bill do? Bang, he goes over and looks at our sales page. We don't care whether he buys. We don't care whether he wants to opt in. There's no opt-in box on here. It's just a sales page. We don't care. Bill comes in, he says, oh, I don't want to get none of that. I've seen all that rubbish before. I'm not interested. So Bill leaves. Bill goes out. The next day, he comes into Facebook. Now what does he see? He sees that same ad when he comes on. This sales page starts following Bill around the internet. He goes over to Google. And he's searching for he's searching for a landing page creator. He's searching for a local restaurant. And what does he see? Bill sees our sales page. Bill goes over to Twitter. Opens up his Twitter account. What does he see? He sees our sales page. He opens up his Gmail account. What does Bill see? He sees our sales page. Do you think Bill might say, well, hold on a minute, the program I'm in, I don't see any ads for that. The company are not even advertising the business I'm in. I have all the advertising. Do you think Bill might say, well, I think I can get this out? Because that's what we're going to do. We're going to follow Bill everywhere to get traffic. And that's why we need your help. Your help is to get Bill to start looking at our page to start with. Putting out your free ads into Facebook, into Twitter, all them sort of places. And we back it up so that we can convert Bill into a customer. Now, we've put a system together with these guys here on this panel. We're not going to tell you about it tonight because we're not ready. Okay? But what I just want to say this to you. If you're in MPA now, have a look at what your business is doing and be truthful to yourself. Yeah, you might be pulling out $100 or you might be pulling out 25 or you might be pulling out 1,000. But you're viewing this Hangout tonight because you want guaranteed sign-ups. And I have this to say to you. If you carry on doing the same thing over and over and over again and expect to get different results, you've got to be crackers. You've totally got to be crackers. If you do today what you did yesterday, it stands to reason tomorrow you're going to have what you got now. So if you want to change something in your life, you have to change something now. Okay? Go and look in the bathroom mirror. The only person that stops you from going to the next level is you. We've got a system here that we're putting together to get you guaranteed sign-ups into MPA. And as we go through this week, I think we're going to do another hangout. Hopefully we're going to have things ready. We're in like a pre-launch for you at the moment, okay, while we're putting things together. But if you're interested, get back to these leaders because they're going to show you how to take your business to the next level. Now, I don't know what more we can tell you because I'm excited. I want to tell you everything, but I can't because, you know, we're not ready to tell you everything. But all I want to say is, from my side, I'm really excited and I hope you're on fire the same as what we are because we're going to change the industry with what we're doing. We've already started doing it with Zookle and we're going to change the industry for people that are inside MPA. Those people that want to get involved with us, these people on this panel, we're going to show you what it's like to wake up in the morning and have a decent bank account or a decent PayPal account. So get back to these leaders, or I think there's a link on my screen there, and I think Drew, do you have a page where people can come in and put their interest in to say that they want to get into the guaranteed sign-ups?
Yeah, I have a page for that.
Okay, well, I'm going to say that's me. I'm finished, and I look forward to the next hangout, and I look forward to bringing you a system that I know is going to take your business to the next level. I really do. I can't wait. I can't wait to get started. I really can't, and I hope you're as excited as I am. So with that, I'll hand it back over to Drew to maybe sign us off, and thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Great job, Jeremy. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeremy. That was awesome. Good stuff, good stuff. So, guys, I want to do one little shout-out here to the man who put this together, Kevin COWLEY, guys. He put this thing together. It is absolutely phenomenal. You guys are going to love this thing so much. We're basically tapping into, the traffic stuff that we use, guys, the top producers and companies. We're tapping into that traffic. And, anybody else on the panel here, you guys want to say something quick before we knock off here?
Yeah, I just want to add, once we get this thing launched, don't procrastinate, don't hesitate, jump in and get your mind right because we're going to rock this thing and we want everybody to be a part of it.
Good stuff, good stuff. What about you, Jamie? You want to say something to everybody?
Sure, absolutely. To stay in the loop, you want to go ahead and go to that MPA Guaranteed Signups page. Be sure to opt in, and you'll stay in the loop. We're going to have a few more webinars this week for the launch of this system. And like I said, Jeremy has it set up for Zookle already, which is it's phenomenal. It's working great. And so once we get it set up for MPA, what's going to happen is you're going to see a big influx of people joining MPA, and then that's going to help everyone involved. So that's what we're setting up here, and so just stay in the loop. And we're going to continue to have these hangouts and roll it out for everybody. So I'm pumped.
We're cooking on gas now, as I say.
We sure are.
Okay, guys. Thanks for having me on the panel, even though we posted this on my channel. So, but anyway, guys. We'll see you. Keep an eye on your inbox. If you're not in either one of these people on their list or something like that, you need to be in someone's list to get informed, okay? Otherwise, you're going to miss out on this. And if you want to miss out on it, that's up to you. We're not trying to sell you anything. If what we do is, I always say, we don't want to be sold to, they want to buy. And I believe me, what we're going to show you, you're going to want to pay the earth for, but we ain't going to charge you the earth. Okay, with that, going to say good night. Take it easy.
See you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.